Do you need some new gym gear and want to give back to the community at the same time? Aperio Athletics has you covered with 5% of all profits going towards the Canadian Mental Health Association. Sign up for their rewards program and receive $5 off your next order. Use code JUNGLE15 to get 15% off your first order. I got this brand new hoodie sent to me from Aperio Athletics, and I am absolutely loving it. I've been wearing it every single day. The quality is incredible, very nice and warm. It's perfect. And I'm just absolutely loving it. They sent me a shirt too, also very nice and breathable material. It's very high quality stuff. So thanks to Joel over at Aperio Athletics for that. And visit the Aperio Athletics online store at aperioathletics.com to claim the benefits and rewards waiting for you. Be sure to follow them on Instagram and TikTok at Aperio_athletics to be the first to know of all the latest product releases and exclusive offers.
We can just jump right in. We know what
bombs on
to talk about. As a former KI player, give it to us, break it down, give us your thoughts. Just give us a fucking rant right off the rip here, Joey.
Well, Owen, we've talked so much about the ability to almost rip the Band-Aid off. Just do it. You know, we've talked about the complacency. We've talked about how this has taken so long for everything to come together, and how teams are not just going to sit there and, you know, let themselves be walked all over. And honestly, at this point, it took the KI 3-4 days to respond to them even doing this.
With the worst response.
They dropped it tonight, right? We're recording this on a Friday. We dropped it on their statement. They dropped a statement today.
They dropped it this afternoon and then waited like 6 hours and dropped it on their social media with the comments turned off.
Yeah. So I think there's nothing better in this situation than reading the, let's see how many words. That doesn't even look like 200 words that they posted.
So bad.
I know. Over the past 24 months, the KIJHL has worked diligently with BC Hockey and its partners to help determine the future pathway of sanctioned junior hockey in BC. While much of this planning focused on the opportunity for teams to elevate to the Junior A Tier 1 level, there's also been significant time and resources invested in ensuring the future sustainability of members who remain and compete at the Tier 2 level. While this announcement represents disappointing outcome for community-driven sanctioned junior hockey in our province, the KIJHL remains committed to strengthening existing partnerships with Hockey Canada, BC Hockey, and our minor hockey partners. We thank the departing teams for their years in the KIJHL and wish them best in the future. That's it. They still haven't said that I guess now it's confirmed those 13 teams that are there are going to be Tier 1. But I don't know, Owen, it's just such a shit show.
I think that's the perfect word, Joe. What
do you think?
I think that I don't know what to think anymore. As for, I'll give my opinion on the whole thing after, I guess. We've talked about our thoughts on independent hockey recently, but at the end of the day, looking at what this has turned into, I don't really, I think my opinion has probably already changed. And bottom line, by the way, we are still supporting and covering all these teams. Already love this league. We're here for it no matter what. That's not going to be changing. I don't know what to say, Joe. I don't know what this means for Summerland, by the way. I haven't heard a peep about that. No clue what happens there.
Well, we've been told that they were on the fence about even coming to the league in general.
Yeah, but then the KI announced it, so I thought that kind of made it official, but...
So what, are they going to have one team league?
I guess so. No, I don't know. Would you make them Tier 1? Or are they contacting the WIJHL to ask to join?
Obviously, with this announcement comes a lot of things working in the background, a lot of things that Owen's been talking about and heard of, but potentially could just Summerland just join the Dub-I at this point.
I mean, I would kind of hope so for their sake. That's probably the best spot for them right now. Joe, with a new piece of breaking news comes more rumors, and I've heard that Tier 1 teams have contacted them. Considering trying to drop down. Now, that may just be a rumor. People probably see this announcement as well and go, what about the PJ? I've heard the PJ Tier 2 teams are staying put. They're going back to Junior B next year, and they're staying put in Hockey Canada, but they are definitely observing the situation.
Yeah.
They're definitely thinking about it. They're definitely considering things. The Tier 2 teams did an unreal job keeping this under wraps too, by the way. That's insane how they kept this completely in the dark.
Do you know
Yeah,
who's leading this?
Sorry?
Do you know who's leading this? Like,
No, I
what
don't
is
actually. I have no idea.
no idea?
No clue.
I just think, Owen, to finish off my statement on the way that the KI has been ran, I think some of the stuff that we've been hearing about behind the scenes, the politics in hockey, the money, I think all of it just goes back to what Kovac was saying in our interview. Obviously, great interview. I don't think it's been posted yet.
That'll be next episode,
end,
yeah. But stay tuned.
Where he says, we're the players. We're the guys getting fucked over. We're the guys paying to play. And we're the guys that are eventually going to get the short end of the stick. And at the end of the day, what does this mean for these players that are on these teams? I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going to happen.
Well, it's pretty crazy. So I would assume the way it worked is all of them are just they're not free agents.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think they're going to retain most of their players, but they are technically free agents. They could go sign with any team in Hockey Canada. Vice versa, any player could go sign with them. Until it's in BC, it's September 30th.
Mm.
As for my opinion on the whole thing, I really just don't know. I don't know who's to blame. At the end of the day, the whole thing's a shit show. The fact that this had to happen is a joke.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming them for doing it. Clearly, a lot of stuff we don't understand and don't know the details of. It's just a shame at the end of the day. It just sucks.
I never thought the KI would do this. I thought it was like, you know what? Let the PJ stuff stay in the PJ. The KI is a solid league. It's ran well. Good commissioner. Do you blame the commissioner? Do you blame Dubois? I don't know.
I think that's up for people. We'll let people make their own opinions on that.
Do you blame what's that company? Black Shark or whatever the fuck? Blackfin?
Yep.
Who do you blame? I don't know. Obviously for people that don't know, they're the tier 2 teams in the KI are now dropping out and creating a non-sanctioned league called the Western International Junior Hockey League.
Yeah. So the KI also, like, I'm assuming they're changing the name next year anyways, but got to take the I out.
Yeah. Sad. 21 team league, probably the best junior B league in Canada, has been ruined.
Probably the best junior B league in history, Joe.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Personality stripped from the league. Everything is all about money now, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what to blame. We're going to hear more stuff. Owen actually has stuff to talk about when it comes to this.
Well,
but
not really a ton, to be honest. I was just going to say, like, it's this. I think we initially said it BCHL funded, or maybe not funded, but led affiliated. They said on the website that's not the case. They said they look forward to having a strong partnership with them, but that they had nothing to do with this. I think that's probably bullshit. I don't care. I'm just saying, like, it probably is. But I really wonder what this means for the future of hockey in BC. Like, I kind of thought we were working towards having a clear pathway.
Mm-hmm.
Someone commented on our post about it, like, saying that it's a terrible idea, and the Victoria Grizzlies, like, official BCHL account just replied, like, no.
What? Awesome.
Yeah. Pretty funny.
Awesome. What I was going to say. Fuck, what was I going to say? I saw a post about the reffing pipeline in the BCHL.
Yes.
And the BCHL has mentioned the dub I.
Yes.
At this
They
point.
also posted, like, this hype video the same day, like, I think definitely taking a shot at like the KI and BC hockey.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I just don't know. I guess the BCHL, like, we just weren't familiar with what was really going on behind the scenes. To do with BC teams going to the KI or the PIDGE as well. I mean, we talked about the costs of leaving the BCHL being hefty, We also didn't even consider the fact that they'd have to pay a fee to join these leagues, right? Like,
Yeah, they got to pay to join the KI.
so that's an extra cost that we didn't even consider earlier on when talking about this, or at least mention. But yeah, this whole thing's just absolutely insane. The KI was planning, I believe, on making an announcement about everything today, Thursday, today,
Blindsided.
Thursday. Fuck. And when this came out, they ended up pushing the announcement, so they just made that brutal statement today, and that's the end of that for now. All we can really do is sit back and wait. We don't have really much else like behind the scenes to talk about it. It's just we kind of know as much as everyone else does. This has been kept under wraps.
Wow.
One other thing I would maybe mention to keep an eye on, Joe, I think we mentioned like that crazy theory about like the USPHL and the PJ teams like forming an independent league as well.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think now that this has happened, that is probably way more likely, right?
Fucking
like
anything can happen at this point, dude.
Like Seattle and Bellingham aren't going to join the KI. It's too far, but you never know about the PJ. Like they'd probably, if they could add like Bellingham and Washington or Bellingham and Seattle, and then maybe one or two other teams somehow. Like you never know. It's pretty insane.
Turn
now
into
that this has happened, like we realize it's a real possibility.
Get the eye back in pitch.
Yeah. Oh my God, crazy.
That'd be awesome, dude. No, I think at that point though, we would start looking at like this league has to be starting taken seriously. Like guys can't be going to school while they're playing because they got to go to fucking Bellingham on a team bus.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
you got to start busting around. You got to start busing everywhere. It would add costs to the league. So I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how everything plays out. It's an unbelievable situation. Not really something people predicted. Something that I kind of thought was a bit of a conspiracy. Like I didn't really think that it was real, but it was very real.
We reported 50. We were like 50-50 on it, weren't we? Like
Yeah.
we were like,
yeah,
not even sure this was happening. And then like a week later, this just all of a sudden bang. So whoever's keeping this a secret is doing a great job.
Yeah, true, dude.
So I don't know.
And yeah, like again, like we said, we're still going to cover these teams. We still love these teams. Joe, we're gonna have like 5 or 6 different leagues to cover this next year. The way they keep splitting off. Same amount of teams, obviously, but I think I don't know. Do you have anything else, or should we get into talking some playoff hockey? It's been a while. We haven't talked any KI, or we've talked a little bit of KI second round, but I think it was only about 4 games in. Mm-hmm. So a little bit more has happened there. Joe, unfortunately, your Revelstoke Grizzlies have been taken down since then. Yeah. And then the VI finals and the PJ Tier 1 finals, both on the brink of elimination tonight. So we can talk about those, but maybe we'll start off in the KI and just get you to catch us up. So I think it was just Williams Lake series and Kimberly series done last time. I don't think there was, I think Revy and Grand Forks were still going. That was a crazy series, Grand Forks, Beaver Valley. Holy shit.
You see the score lines coming out of there? Like,
well, ridiculous. Yeah, we talked about the score lines last episode, and then Grand Forks won the next 2 games to 4-7. It was like, oh my God. And then I think it was in OT as well, the Beaver Valley won.
Right, yeah. Yep, they won in 7. Grand Forks, shout out Grand Forks for making it an unreal series.
Yeah,
seriously.
That's for sure.
We recorded when Williams Lake and Fernie had already, or Kamloops and Fernie had already lost. Okay.
Yes.
Beaver Valley wins in overtime 4-3 in Game 7. Oh, and 2 different score line. Like, oh my God, the score lines in this series. And then the final 3 games kind of tightened up a little bit. I mean, even Grand Forks winning 4-1 in Game 6 is still a bit of a stretch. But 4-3 win for Beaver Valley Nighthawks over the Grand Forks Border Bruins. Owen, Vince, how do I say his name? Amyot? I don't know. With the winner in overtime, assisted by Magrill. Obviously, Magrill getting an assist there. He heard what we were talking about. We told him to pass the puck a little bit more, and he did that.
Yeah.
And Brady Walker to win it. 7:52 left in the first overtime. Owen, I was actually surprised how close this series was. Grand Forks gave them a run. Like with the score lines coming up earlier in the series, a 9-1 win over Beaver Valley is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, defending champs, right? Like,
Mm.
you know, those guys who were there last year really were not going to back down. And then they also had like rookies like Tellefson really stepping up here.
Mm.
Beaver Valley just manages to edge them out at the end, but this was an unbelievable series. And unfortunately, I didn't get to catch as much of it as I would have liked. Just final presentation and exam season. So I mean, I watched a ton of the KI first round, but I didn't really get to watch as much of a second. And but yeah, unreal series. And shout out to all the 20s in Grand Forest. Levi still one of the best players in KI history. Had him on the pod as well last year. The Edwards Bros, two of the toughest players in the league. Both guys who played mid dub. So they're 20s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
sure.
So some big pieces moving on from Grand Forks, and some guys who were, really, really just big pieces in the league as well. So you always hate to see the 20s moving on, but shout out to Beaver Valley, unreal team, and I can't wait for their series against Kimbo.
And then we can move to the Bill Olhausen divisional final between my old team, Revelstoke, and the Princeton Posse. Oh, and this series was so close until the last game. And then I don't know what the fuck
holy
happened.
shit.
But a 9-0
well, Revy was down
win.
3-0, right?
Yes.
In the series. Yeah,
Yes.
and then 1-2.
Three of the 6 games going to overtime. Owen, what is that?
I think in game 5 too, they were losing and scored with like less than a minute left, and then won an OT. So it was like double whammy.
Yeah, four.
And then went
four
out
of
and
the 6
lost
games,
9
1
rip.
goal games. The first game 4-2 win for Princeton. I mean, and then all of a sudden, the series goes back to Princeton. You got to win on Princeton's on Princeton's shitty little ice there. But Owen, they throw up, what is it, 4 goals in the first period? Up 4-0, and from everyone too. Like, not just one guy was scoring. Like, I think, hold on, I'm trying to figure this out, but I'm pretty sure everyone had 1 goal. Like, there was no multi-goal score. Oh, Carson Hebert had 2 goals.
Okay.
And Caleb Leshner had 2 goals as well. I was just trying to look, but Owen, I mean, Revelstoke, I don't know what the hell happened.
Princeton's just an unreal team, dude. Their division was so tough.
Yeah, I don't know. I just that division was obviously very, very hard to predict. I mean, the what is it called? What, the Prestige Cup, I guess. Curse
Prestige
lives
Cup,
on.
Yeah, and I mean, Joe, I don't think you ever won the Prestige Cup curse or the Prestige Cup, right?
Nope.
And this is probably the earliest Revy's been eliminated in what, 5 years?
Yep, I think we've made it to at least the next round every single time.
Yeah, because you and Princeton used to be in different divisions.
It's weird. It would be weird to leave Revelstoke at the start of April, especially as the 20-year-olds. I mean, shout out to the 20s on Revelstoke. I know a lot of them personally. Like, unbelievable careers. It was an honor to win a couple championships with you guys. But I mean, yeah, Owen, the box score tells it all. Princeton 53 shots on net to Revelstoke's 36. They chased starting goalie Austin Seibel in the first period, and Will Stewart came back on. Couldn't stop the floodgates from going at that point. I mean, it's 4-0. It's hard to come back from in any game for being 4-0, but I would not have predicted a 9-0 win when it comes to that, Owen. But yeah, I mean, just congratulations to the Princeton Posse. I mean, I can't wait for tomorrow when these playoff series start.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to Princeton. Shout out Justice Lowen. I think still leading the KI in playoff points. Jungle Hockey Pod bump, Joe. Hey?
That is 22 points in 13 games for the kid. His line mate Brighton Morrow, 21 and 13. And sandwiched in between Brady Magaro is Will Bell, who's right there with 17 points in 13 games.
Yeah.
Owen, yeah, Jungle Hockey Pod fucking boost, I guess, hey?
Yeah, there we go. Well, I guess I'll get us into the VI, Joe. Game 5 is live right now at 3 minutes into the first period in Victoria. Nanaimo took game 1, and then Victoria woke up. They smacked them in game 2, 5-1. Game 3, they just won in overtime, smacked them 5-0 in Nanaimo in game 4 to take a 3-1 series lead. Joe, You predicted a Victoria sweep in this series.
Mm-hmm.
I think I had Peninsula in 5. Obviously, Peninsula didn't make it, but what do you think? Victoria gets it done tonight, or does Nanaimo live to see another
any
day?
score right now in the game?
0-0, 3 minutes in, 4 minutes in now.
In Nanaimo or in Victoria?
In Nanaimo, or in Victoria.
I think Victoria could get it done on home ice tonight. Definitely possible.
I think that's probably pretty likely.
It's definitely possible. Oh, and I just wanted to go back
Shout
to
out
the guy
Nanaimo,
for 2
though.
seconds. Adam Kilasevich on Kimberly. I said, watch out, he's a rookie goalie. I just had to shout this guy out. 1.12 goals against average in 7 games with a 952. This guy's let in 8 goals in 7 games. He's 7-0. Kimbo is dangerous, buddy. I was just gonna get your take on who you think will win the KI at this point.
I had Kimbo from the start. I still got Kimbo, buddy.
Yeah,
and
right.
like obviously there's no bias. Like I have absolutely zero reason to support Kimberly. It's just from kind of start to finish. Honestly, they've been a force this year, and all they've done is improve their roster throughout. So I still got Kimbo.
Okay.
What about you?
And then, yeah, I like Kimbo too. I like Kimbo's game right now.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And then Owen, the VI. Do you think it's going to change at all, or you think you're going to stick with Peninsula tonight? Are you going to go tonight, or are you going to go
Victoria? You mean?
Yeah, fuck. I'm sorry, Victoria.
No, you're good. You're good. All good. Yeah, I definitely think I mean, Shutter and Nanaimo, they're a great team. They've worked their asses off to get here, but I think Victoria's just too deep. They're just too good, and I think they get it done tonight in 5 games on home ice.
Fair enough, buddy.
Crazy how short these are when there's only a few teams left in each league. It's like we just rip through. No, I mean, all we got left is the PJ, which again also live right now, 7 minutes into game 4 in Langley, 0-0 still, 3-0 series. Ridge has just absolutely dominated. Beckham Brossard, Langley's goalie, carried them throughout the playoffs, and Ridge has just been too lethal. Not that he's been bad by any means. The Ridge is just too much. And Joe, I think we kind of saw this coming.
Oh, and the one time I give Langley a couple games is the one time they don't play as well as I thought that they were going to play. Like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, they're not done yet.
Exactly. They could get a game here. They could steal a game. We'll see. Starts with 1.
So yeah, Ridge, Langley, Langley's not dead yet, but I think it's looking like Ridge takes this one, Joe. Like, they're just such a force.
3-0, you don't really see them coming back, do you?
No, I was thinking about going to the game tonight, but I ended up to just have probably my last ever school project or presentation today, and I just want to come home and chill. So I'm banking on Langley to win so that I can go to game 5 on Saturday. So I think Langley stays alive tonight and forces a game 5, and then I think Ridge takes it home on home ice
on the cam.
Out on the cam. I'm so glad they're playing in the cam. It's so sick in playoffs. But yeah, and that's kind of it for our recaps. It's wow, crazy how quick that goes by. That doesn't mean there isn't some more news regarding the leagues, though, Joe. Pretty shocking announcements out of the PJ this week. Delta parts ways with their head coach, Steve Robinson. And I mean, Delta, they've been an absolute force for years in the PJ. Obviously, when did they win? When you were there, they hosted Cyclone, and then 2 years later, they won, and
they hosted, but they also won when they hosted. So
no, Langley won. They made the final.
Oh fuck, that's right. That's fucking right.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And yeah, obviously you played against them in 2 different Cyclones or Moats.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because I would have played against them. What is that?
20 year.
My 19 year.
The year in Revy.
Yeah, my 19 year.
Yeah, 19. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's kind of crazy.
Sorry.
That's a crazy firing.
I don't know if it's firing. It just says parted ways, so you never know. But 8.5 seasons.
Do you have the stats on him, like how good he was doing, or no? Because Delta's always been good.
244, 90. Oh, how is this formatted? Oh, there's ties. The league, he's been there since the league had ties.
Really?
244, 98, 16, 11, and 5. 244 and 98, pretty much. That's the right in regulation. That's
Wow.
pretty unreal.
244 and 98.
Yeah. His kid Kijhl too was on the team the year they won the PJ. He was a great player. I think it was Kijhl. But they've already, Joe, announced the replacement. So I believe Steve was head coach and GM. They announced Mark Burgeon as the new general manager of a team. He was a finalist for the Willie O'Ree Community Hero Award in 2024. Wow. Fun fact there. And a new head coach, Rick Lands, who over 30 years of coaching experience, former Vancouver Canuck and Toronto Maple Leaf. So, I mean, as much as you hate to see a guy who's been in the league for that long part ways with the team, pretty unreal hirings.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Some very, very qualified people to take over Delta there. Hopefully, the ownership is happy with that. I mean, Owen, did you was he the guy that we heard players just love playing for him?
I can't remember specifically, but he had a very good reputation. He's known as a very good coach. Yeah.
Well, maybe he'll get hired in Coastal. Because
which is where we'll go to next. Brad Wingfield, the former Danbury Trash captain, absolute legend, parted ways with the Coastal Tsunami. And that was just a shocker to me. Mm-hmm. Again, like when it says parted ways, you never really know exactly the details of what happened. But I did get a message from an anonymous Tsunami player that I got permission from him to read out what he said. And he just it's just quick, but he said, words can't describe how unreal of a coach he was. It was such a privilege to have him there. So I'm not really sure why this happened, but just, shocking to me. And I'm really, I mean, Coastal's a great franchise. We love them. Like we're not saying they fucked up or anything like that. But just, I mean, because we don't know what happened. If it was, I don't know, maybe Brad initiated this. Like we don't know any details, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, it's obviously just a blow for the league. But wish Brad all the best in his future endeavors as well as Coastal.
Agreed. Yeah, I think it's it's never hard. It's never easy to let go of a coach either. Like obviously the players feel that sort of connection and stuff, and then maybe that's the emotions coming out in that message as well. Like they love playing for him, and sometimes it just goes to show sometimes not everyone's safe in hockey, right? Like no matter what, there's always news. There's always the next guy coming. Coastal hasn't announced a replacement, have they?
No, they haven't announced a replacement. No, not yet.
There's always the next guy coming up. That's what I was just gonna say.
I have a feeling they'll probably announce one soon. Keep an eye out for that. But I'm not sure. I also wanted to mention they also parted ways with their director of hockey operations, Rick Hopper, who was the one who kind of I was at least texting back and forth with and like drove us around all day when we were in Coastal and kind of helped us out with everything. Well, him and Jeff Nottingham, both of them. But just an unreal guy. And I just wanted to say, like wishing him the best in his next chapter, whatever that is as well. He was a great guy. And then one last thing to say on Coastal. I'm pretty choked about Wingfield not being a part of the league anymore. Like he's a legend. We absolutely love Brad, and like Cage Star too, when he came on, nothing but good things to say. Jaden Atwood, nothing but good things to say. But I do want to say, when I was 19, going into my 20 year, obviously Brad Veach like coached me basically my whole life, 4 years in for the Outlaws as well. Hit Mission and Brad parted ways. And at that point I was already kind of debating playing. And that was kind of the nail in the coffin. I was like, I'm fucking done. Fuck this.
Yeah.
And then Dickie came in and he just kind of called me and just talked to me about how he felt and ended up like making an unbelievable, just like, I don't know, like friend, I guess, for life in Dickie. So as much as I love Brad and like, I in a way, I do wish I could have had that 20 year with Brad. Like sometimes it's good to be open to new things because, obviously it like having a new relationship with another unreal coach or an unreal person, it can be awesome, right? Like, so I'm really glad I got to get coached by Dickie. Like I would have loved to get coached by Brad that year as well, but I just kind of wanted to mention that because, you never know who Coastal ends up bringing in here. And maybe that guy in his own way is fantastic as well.
That's good, Owen. That's awesome. It's almost like what can be a curse could actually be a good move for the organization. So we'll see.
Yeah, like I don't want to say like a blessing because it's like at the end of the day, like I probably would have came back regardless if it was Brad. Like I love Brad.
Mhm.
But yeah, it ended up being pretty awesome to get Dickey and Coach Jake as well, who we had on the pod. He was the assistant there, and like getting to make all these new connections was really an awesome opportunity. So just something I wanted to mention, like with teams switching up the coaching staffs, like even if the last guy was fantastic, the new guy might be great too.
Awesome.
Joe, like junior wise, I don't really know if I got anything else here. Have you like heard anything, or is there anything else you want to talk about?
Have we pumped anything out from the rumor mill recently, or is it just kind of radio silence a little bit when it comes to
I have one little rumor and one like kind of funny thing or
Okay.
like fun thing, I guess. Mission and White Rock's mayors did like a bet, and Mission's mayor has to wear a Whalers jersey at the next like meeting or some shit, which I thought was pretty funny. I had no idea they did that. Good
That's
to know that the city of Mission knows the Outlaws exist.
That's nice.
I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the other thing was as for like the PJ and KI like tier 1, we're pretty confident about that going down still, right? And I don't think the league's going to be merged right away in the first year, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was maybe a showcase somewhere in a semi-neutral location.
That'd be cool.
I just wanted to throw that out. That I'm hearing there's potential for that to happen, which would be awesome. Like I would absolutely love to see that.
In like a Kelowna or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, probably not Kelowna because they don't have a tier 1 team, but
well, that's what I'm saying, like somewhere neutral.
I think someone would host. I mean, like I just mean a close, kind of a between like an Okanagan location.
Okay.
That's it for junior though. I got nothing else now. To be completely honest, I think soon we'll get an announcement from the PJ about the future. Mm-hmm. But as for now, we're in the dark about a lot of what's going on, and there's clearly a lot going on behind the scenes.
I mean, we want to know as well. Like if I don't know, I don't want to put feelers out there, but like, dude, if we're in the dark, is everyone else in the dark? Like, does it know anyone else?
Yeah, besides people like directly involved, yes.
Okay, then I guess it's just fucking wait and see.
Exactly, dude. Well. I don't know. Maybe Joe, we haven't talked NHL in months. Do you want to talk a little show?
Yeah. Oh, and I saw this stat, dude. The Winnipeg Jets are like 17-18 in their last 30 games. They were behind the Canucks at this point. Like they were behind the Canucks at one point. And now they're 1 point out of a playoff spot with a 17-18 record.
Yeah, the NHL playoff race has been fucking insane. It's actually kind of a shame we haven't had more time to talk about it with how entertaining it's been.
How shit is the West, dude? Oh my god.
I know, dude. Well, like I don't know. Let's get into it. So let's talk about this Winnipeg thing first. Like you said, who's in that 8th spot right now? The LA Kings. So Winnipeg's 2 back. They lost tonight. They got shut out by Dallas. So that's a tough loss for them. Seattle Kraken, they're 2 points. What?
3 points back?
1 point behind the Jets. 2 points behind the Jets. They're winning right now against Utah. So they'd be right back in the mix with a win tonight. Mm-hmm. And then you got Nashville, 1 point behind LA, right in the mix. Did they play today too? They're playing tonight against LA.
That's a big game then.
If LA wins that game, dude, Vegas is catchable for them at this point. They've been terrible.
Torts, dude. Fuck. We didn't even talk about Torts.
Oh, he won the game. Yeah, we didn't even talk about Torts. Torts and Tree Living. Holy shit. That's crazy to happen at this stage of the season. A GM and a head coach.
When we went to watch the Leafs play, man, holy fuck, are they bad? Like, we went to watch the Leafs.
It was a rough game on Chicklets.
They had 13 shots, dude.
Yeah, that's
an
tough.
NHL team. I mean, Willie looks checked out.
Yeah.
The team is just terrible, dude. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the fucking plan is in Toronto, but they need to figure it the fuck out.
Yeah. Well,
In the
dude, speaking of
West,
St.
Owen,
Louis, they're not
yeah,
even that far out.
74. They're 74 points. Yeah, they're 4 points back. Yeah, 31 and 31.
Yeah.
And they're 4 points out of the fucking playoff spot. Negative
I
38
mean,
goal difference.
yeah, the top 5 teams in the West are definitely like set 100%. Colorado, Dallas, Minnesota, Anaheim, and Edmonton. Edmonton's on a 4-game win streak too right now, by the way. Anaheim on a 3-game losing streak. So Edmonton's probably going to end up taking the Pacific in my eyes.
Dude.
Dallas and
goal differential in Pacific. By the way.
crazy. Yeah, that's so insane. Dallas and Minnesota playing in the first round is ridiculous. That's so dumb. Colorado's going to get a cakewalk matchup in the first round, whoever that is, probably LA or Nashville.
Fuck,
Utah looks like they're in. They could, like, if something catastrophic happens, they could fall out. San Jose, if they win tonight, no, not tonight. Is that tomorrow? Nope, that's not tomorrow either.
Saturday
Against Nashville. That game, if they win that, they are absolutely right in the mix.
Mm-hmm.
Quinn Hughes playing his first game against the Vancouver Canucks tonight, by the way.
Yeah, Wild are up 4-2 right now. Oilers are winning. Flames are beating the Golden Knights.
Sharks are playing tonight. They're beating the Leafs 1-0 right now. That's what I meant. The Sharks. They win that game. They win that game. They pass LA and they're in that playoff spot.
Yeah, honestly.
And they have the game at hand too, so it'll be legit. They'll actually be in that playoff spot. Celebrini lately, ridiculous. 3 wins in a row for San Jose to kind of. I thought they had kind of fallen out. They're right back in it.
Wow,
that'd be fun if they got the 8 seed. I would love to see that.
Yeah. Wow, dude.
Well, do you want to swing it over to the East, Joe? Any teams you like East, there?
Owen. I mean, the Rangers have 71 points and they're the last place in the East, and they would be competing for a wild card spot.
Not really.
They'd be 6 points out of a wild card spot.
But the Leafs would be 1 point out, and Florida.
Yep.
The Devils would be safely in.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, the East has been a war this year. It's been entertaining to watch. It's been good hockey. The Sabres are a 100-point team. I never thought I would say that sentence in my lifetime. The Habs are on a 7-game heater. I just watched them win right now.
That's at 8 games, I think, if you count the one they just won now.
Oh, yeah. Is it 8 now? Okay.
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong.
8-game heater now. Fuck.
They could end up winning that division.
Buffalo looks good. Montreal looks good. The Hurricanes look good. The Penguins look good. Like, fuck.
They do. Boston also had a chance to kind of pull away in that first wildcard spot tonight and lost to Florida. So that's a tough loss for the Bruins. They're going to make the playoffs, but they could have, I don't know, they end up against Carolina. I don't know. Maybe that's not any better, but it would have just felt a bit safer. The Penguins just lost at Tampa, but they're up 3 points on the Islanders for the second place in the Metro, and up 4 points on Columbus, who lost tonight to Carolina. Columbus, I believe, is the wild card. Oh, of course, it's a 3-way tie. Columbus, Ottawa, and Detroit. Ottawa and Detroit both won tonight. Ottawa beat Buffalo, actually. And I think Detroit beat Philly to kind of put the dagger in the Flyers season. Washington was also climbing back into it, and the Devils beat them tonight, kind of put the dagger in their season. So I'm counting Philly and Washington out moving forward. But, well, maybe not Philly. I'm counting Washington out moving forward. Philly, I'm not counting out yet. So it's, I don't know, that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4 teams racing for the last playoff spot still. Crazy.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh looks pretty safe though, hey?
Pittsburgh looks safe.
8 games left, they got to win 3.
Yeah, they got to go 500 in their last
not even. They just got to win 3 out of 8.
Yeah, or below
98 points gets you in.
Yeah. Who's your early cup pick, Owen? Before we put a dagger in this episode, but
the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Pittsburgh Penguins still.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna stick with the Habs. The Habs
in the
East
day one. You think I'm
and
changing
the Avalanche in the West.
Yeah, no, I like that. I'll go Avs in the West too. No, you know what? I'm gonna go Oilers in the West. I think it's gonna be Crosby, McDavid, and McDavid's gonna lose again.
McDavid's gonna lose again. Crosby's gonna win a cup.
No, I changed my mind. It's gonna be Colorado. I'm going
Colorado.
back already. It's gonna be Colorado. Nate versus Sid,
Good pick.
and Nate's gonna miss the net.
Good pick. I like that. I mean, the mighty Canucks, just beat the Colorado Avalanche 8-7 yesterday, or 8-6.
Great point, Joe. Great point. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I know it was crazy with the WI getting announced. We didn't even mention interview on that'll be out on Monday. Wendell Adriano, Max Kovac, 220 bombs from the championship winning White Rock Whalers. Adriano was the captain and got voted league MVP. He's going to be our playoff MVP as well. I think he was the playoff leading scorer. And then Kovac, like 20 bomb, been in White Rock a long time. Had a brief stint elsewhere, but mostly been in White Rock. And just an absolute beauty. He was a big piece, scored some huge goals for them in the playoffs. So unreal interview. Check that out on Monday. And just thanks for listening. Stay tuned as we finish covering the rest of the junior season here. Thanks, Joe.
Awesome, bro. Thank you.